these two Dodge guys. What are you trying to prevent me from saying? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Dutch colonizers, Dutch people were actual colonizers of Indonesia. And I'm just thinking, when the situation happened and two Dutch guys did not allow locals to join the fucking running club, I'm just thinking how disappointed this ancestor would have been. Because they would look at these two Dutch bags and they're gonna be like, so guys, how's the racism going? Like, are you still killing the locals, gas chambers and shit? And they were like, no, we have come up with an idea that is way better. They were like, we started the running club. And they're gonna be like, so, and as you're running, you're like killing people and shit. I'm like, no, we didn't let them join. This is and this is the moment where Dutch ancestors started, the white privileges have gone insane. Yes. Insane. And it affected me a lot. But you know, when I heard about this in Vietnam, when I went to the gym the very next day, when I was running on the treadmill, I was scared to death looking around to make sure there are no Vietnamese people who are waiting for me, because I didn't want to look like I'm not letting them run. I was scared to death. So I went to white gym only. The people there are so white. They are blending into the walls. They're so stupid, taking selfies and all that shit. But you know, that's not the only problem in this world. It's not the only problem in this world. The other problem in this world is that feminism has fucking gone insane. I can tell you this as a woman, okay? Because I was recently accused of misogyny. Do you guys know what misogyny is? You know, okay? You're clapping for the definition or the very facts of misogyny. All of it. Misogyny, love it. Loving it. Okay, so misogyny, in short, is hatred towards women. I was recently accused of misogyny, came from a woman, right? Who else could have said that? So, yeah, recently I was accused of misogyny, okay? And, like, what happened was a really weird, stupid situation. And for me, that wasn't a big deal, okay? So I was sitting with my friend, my other friend, of course. Who else could I talk to and make jokes about, okay? I was sitting quietly with my male friend, and then there's a woman showed up. And she was wearing a very short, revealing dress. Okay, very short, revealing dress. And I said to my friend, I thought quietly, I said, wow, is she a prostitute? And she heard that. And she was like, oh my god, this is very misogynistic and rude and blah, 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 blah. I was like, how can it be misogynistic? I was just guessing your job because a woman can be whoever she wants. Right? Right. Okay, because if some of you look at me and ask me, like, are you a prostitute? I won't be offended, okay? I'll say, no, sir, I suck for free. The reason I'm wearing all these revealing short clothes is because I don't have much money for clothes, okay? I'm sucking for free. Okay, here's what is happening. Yeah, okay. Also, you know what is misogynistic now? You know what else is considered misogynistic? Calling a woman fat. Calling a woman fat is now considered misogynistic. I think it's really weird. It's not misogyny. If you call a woman fat, you're not a misogynist. You are a stupid fucking moron with unwelcome opinion, and this woman doesn't go to the gym. Okay? There are just two factors. There's nothing wrong about it. Okay? And I also think that when people say these stupid comments, when people say these very toxic comments, they don't actually make these stupid comments to you personally because you're a man or a woman, right? They don't. They do all those things regardless of gender, race, sexual orientation. These bullies are pro equality, actually. Yeah, so you shouldn't be offended by that, okay? And I also think that living in this whole liberal world is even more complicated now. You know, sometimes, like, whatever comment you write, people get offended. Even Instagram. Have you guys noticed that if you write, like, fuck or any word like this, Instagram asks you to fucking rephrase that? Have you noticed this? You noticed this? No, no, I'm a very decent person. I would never say like this on the social media. No, 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 sir. But I mean, I sometimes write hateful comments, okay? Just because it helps me relax and here. I'm a weird person, okay? And like Instagram asks me to rewrite this. But I don't think it's a good idea, right? Because people who hate and don't have an opportunity to release it on social media, they do school shootings in America, okay? So we should fucking allow people to express their hatred, okay? So, but in this literal world, it's very complicated because whatever you say, people like, are you misogynist, you're racist, and all of that. So you know what I did? I just wanted to express my anger once. You know what I did? I went to this YouTube channel, which is called Oklahoma Farmers, okay? And there was this video, breeding swines. Breeding swines. Okay? So under this video, I wrote, "You're a bunch of pigs." And apparently, some woman still found it offensive. And she was like, "You're being misogynistic." I was like, "Bitch, what the fuck? They're actual pigs." She was like, "I just checked that and they are actually female pigs." And I was like, "But did the pig tell you how it identifies?" Okay? And also I found another video on this YouTube channel of farmers. I found a video where they clean the cage from the pigs, okay? And under this video, I wrote, "You're full of shit." Okay? Nobody ever complimented. Nobody ever commented on that fact. Okay, so that was a pretty easy case. Okay, so these were the new things. This was the new things. Hello, I forgot to name them.
Cheers.
Okay, yeah, I'm not Russian. Like, if we have more Russians, we can consider this invasion. Like, so many, they're everywhere. They're so everywhere that it's also me. Yeah. How do you guys feel about Russians, if I may ask? What are you planning to, George? You want to get into trouble? Are you planning for what? You like Russia? But do you like the country?
She's like, we already lost me.
You don't know anything about the country. You were so resistant. Like, no, I don't know anything about the country. In this gesture, I can feel you know something. You just don't want to get into trouble. You're very, very anti-political American of you. Let's see yourself. Okay, so you feel good about Russia today now. How do you guys feel about Russia? Not really got an opinion. Okay. But I can tell you a little bit about us Russians. I mean, I'm Russian myself again, and this is not a very easy life to live in after 2022 when Russia-Ukrainian conflict started. Because like my level of English usually allows me to talk to people of all nationalities. I'm just decent people. I'm like, how are you? Where you from? You're gonna be like, you're from England, and you're gonna be like, I'm from England, and I'm gonna be like, cool, we're gonna be making friends, okay? But things get very complicated when I meet Ukrainian people on my way, okay? Because we don't know each other yet. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? And they're gonna be like, I'm from Ukraine. And I say, and I apologize. I have nothing else to say. That is a very complicated situation for myself. And even when I, as a Russian, trying to be as supportive towards Ukrainians as possible because I'm against this shit that's going on. I'm trying to be supportive as fuck. I was dating a Ukrainian guy for 2 years, okay? And I was trying to be supportive because he told me a very tragic story, okay? He said, you know, Nastia, when the war started, I had to leave Ukraine. I burned all the bridges and I feel so bad now. And I was trying to be supportive. I said, hey, don't be so hard on yourself. It's not you. We burned the bridges. He, that didn't last long. It didn't last long. You know, the final straw was the sex situation with the guy. I feel very uncomfortable sharing the story, but this is not a made-up story. This is story. It's actually funny. I don't feel uncomfortable sharing the story, not because my boyfriend is here, about to hear me saying some stuff about my previous sex, but I'm feeling politically uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to get into this kind of conflict. Not as like at home, I'll handle it. Okay. So yeah, what happened with this Ukrainian guy is that the shape of his penis. It's not a made up story. Was this? Okay. Perfect. Like okay. Do you guys have any friends who have this? I don't know why I'm asking. It's such a gay thing to ask. You see, and you're dudes with the penis and shit. No, nobody see. Yeah, like crooked. Yeah, crooked. No. No. It was just when it was getting hard, it was crooked. Do you think it doesn't? Oh my lord. I mean, it exists. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's cool. So anyway, the shape of his penis was like this. When I saw it, when it was hard, I got scared. Because I was like, is this the thing about all the Ukrainians because they are getting ready to bend under Russian regime? I don't know. The hardest part of this in all the way is that even when you're on your knees, you can't be like up, stand up for Ukraine, right? It's still not gonna go hard. Still, yeah, so we broke out after 2 weeks. Thank you. I think of what? Catch the fish? Well, yeah, because they don't have much to eat right now. Sorry. I didn't say that. We're not supporting this. We're not supporting this. I'm just too black to be smart. Yeah. Okay. So these are the problems that we have in this world right now. But you know what? The other problem that we have is obesity is gonna be very short term. Okay. I think if people on Titanic were Asians, I think everybody would have survived. At least they could feed 2 times more people in one boat. Okay? And the white lady, she was just so fucking fat on this thing. I mean, they would have accommodated 2 easily if they were Asians. That would be good, okay? Because for Asians, I mean, I don't think Asians would even die in the water in Titanic. Because if 2 times more Asians would have flown away on the boat, okay? Other Asians are gonna be like in the water, and they're gonna be like, oh, just another flood happening in Boyan, okay? Like, what's new for us? Nothing new for us. They would have survived. They're cool dudes. Yeah. Okay. One more joke about obesity is that when you just call a woman fat, I think it's not misogyny, it's eyesight. I have eyes, I see that you don't beat the door, it happens, okay? I think when you call a woman fat and ugly, this is maybe misogyny, but when you call a woman stupid, ugly, and fat, it's not misogyny, it is American. Thank you for supporting my racism. This is racism space, free space too, actually. I don't know what else? This is pretty much it. Unless you guys have any stories to share with me, if I can ask you about your stories, for example, guys, like about how long you've been here in Milan for?
3 months.
About 3 weeks. And your plans? You're staying or leaving?
Yeah, we leave. I go to Japan next Saturday.
You go to Japan next Saturday. Wow, so you're like traveling like a tour. Yeah? Wow, that's cool. And you are staying in Japan for another month. Why do you guys gotta separate?
Well, I'm going to move up.
To be what?
My brother's going to Japan, so I was always going to go to Japan.
And you didn't want to go to Japan?
We just met.
You just met the Philippines. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I pretty much even guess where you guys came from the Philippines as 2 white dudes. Not there. But then again, you would have been accompanied by ladies. Yeah. Okay. So how did you guys like Philippines?
Philippines are great. Philippines are so good.
Did you even go out with that cheap hotel room? No. Did you see the nature?
Yeah, I was there for like 3 months. You were there for what? So I was there for I did that whole of the Philippines. And then stayed in a place called Almeida.
Your place? You mean what do you have your own place in Philippines?
No, we had a hostel. I volunteered at the hostel. And then I stayed there for about 6 weeks.
Oh, in a hostel for 6 weeks, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you were like in a mixed hostel or only men hostel? A mixed hostel, yeah. Okay. I always asked because they told me that they never had it. So weird. Maybe I don't know why is that. Okay, and then we're gonna go to Japan, also to hostels.
No, we'll be in Airbnbs.
You'll what?
Airbnbs.
Airbnbs. Wow. Cool. So seems like you have been saving all your money for Japan, huh? You were living this hostel life to save money for Japan. Yeah, that's cool. Are you gonna learn any Japanese? No. So you're gonna be a real British, like I'm fucking myself here in this land. It will seem backward, part of that, part of that, and pocket. Have you learned any Japanese so far? I guess. There's another? This I don't know. This he told me that these people were roots in that. Okay, that's cool. You know what? I feel very like how should I put it? I feel very bad about like learning Vietnamese and now you're saying to the grades that I don't even know, and it's like so bad. I mean, I got embarrassed. It's a bad word. What does it mean?
Yeah. I don't really know, but it's.
But I just heard it and it feels like a bad word. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
no,
like
some of the reception that I get when I say it, all the kids say it. All the kids love it.
All the kids say it and all the kids. And that makes you think that it is a bad word that kids say.
Kids say it, and then when I say it's the adults, they say it.
Okay. Well, do you not really want to what it means? We forgot that it was so bad that you decided to clean it up from your memory. You're like, oh my god, it was so funny. Yeah, okay, Lord. And you're like you're this very mysterious friend. Can you say something about you? It's not much to say, okay, but I don't know something. What did you like about that? Wait. Oh, bike trip. Okay, cool. Like you were together on one bike or? Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I think actually, you know what? I'm getting tired sometimes here in Japan. And when I get not like tired, but like bored. Okay. And when I'm bored, I find a lot of joy in observing and judging other people. Okay. That's what you do. Can you remind me how lucky that you're for? Okay. Who have you already made judged? Everybody. Give me an example.
Oh, he's lying. Where's lying?
He's lying. Why do you think so? Why do you think?
He's judging. You got to know.
No. This is exactly what you said. You said he's judging.
But it said not here.
Not here. Can you judge me for something? Okay, let's go. Let's do it. It's a safe space. I don't know. Okay. So, what does it mean? Because so I'll give you an example of how I decided to judge people. You guys are gonna tell me if you agree with me or disagree. Okay, George. I also live like you lived in the Netherlands for a while, so I just want you to tell me if you guys agree with me. When I was I decided that I could judge people by the motorcycle they drive. First of all, do you agree, Daniel, that you can judge a person by the bike he has? Okay? No, apart from Vietnamese. I mean, Vietnamese are most decent, amazing people. I will never judge them for anything, but white people I'll judge. Because, I mean, we guys
You
are...
just got a new motorcycle. That's bullshit. You're already judging.
I'll tell you guys about my new motorcycle, but I don't want to be much of a bully. I didn't even plan on blocking my friend. I was just, well, but I told you about about this is just private. Like, here, I wanna see my friends, you know. Like, I didn't care how I would come across to you, but these guys are here, you know.
Wait, tell about the
Oh, now we're deciding what comedian is gonna tell.
I want to hear about a small.
Did you fucking hire me for this performance to tell me which topics I gotta cover? Oh, really? But he didn't hire me, guess what? So I'm gonna be saying what I was gonna say. So anyway, shut up. So Lucas, this is my idea of how to judge people in the street, okay? So if you see, I'll just ask you a question. If you see a very big scooter like Venus, this guy is gay or not? Just answer. Small dick, no, just small dick at 100%. But I mean, actually, what is more offensive, small dick or gay? I think small dick is more offensive because you can fixing the your body. Yeah, that's bad. Okay, yeah. Do you agree with me? You see big scooter in Max, the guy is gay or small dick. Agree? No.
Small dick, yeah.
Small dick. Okay, cool. Okay, so next. The question is gotta be more complicated.
What about the guy who were bitching about having a small dick?
I still don't see money on my account in terms of
I'll be
our
smart. I will pay for your answer. Hold on.
Okay, so now you see a manual motorcycle, any manual motorcycle. The guy's here or not? No. No. Right. Okay. Now the trickiest question. Okay. You see an electronic scooping painted pink on purpose. The guy's here or not?
No.
Why is that? You know so many people. Oh my god, you know so many people. Yeah, you're right, ladies and gentlemen. The guy is alpha male because he doesn't give a shit about your opinion now. Which bike do you have?
I should wear my Chico shirts.
Airblade 125. So like, let's judge, is this gay or not? This gay. Airblade 125. Okay, as you say, gay or not? Gay or not? No?
Either way,
Neutral bike, gay or not? Airblade 125. Bad. Looks bad. Sorry. I'm sorry, yeah, just fighting motorcycles. Like, I'm a very bad person now. For the next 3 days, I'm gonna be a very bad person because look up onto my Instagram page and like bike me. It's bad. I think, yeah. This is a very arrogant bad behavior. But I'll just tell you a quick funny story that happened to us when we were buying this one. It's not about buying bikes, but this is the story. This is bizarre. Okay, so do you guys like feel and understand what is 155 cc, what is 600 cc, what is 1000 cc? Do you have any feeling and understanding of that? Yeah. Okay. So you kind of understand what is a lot, what's not. Okay. So we were buying this one. Mine is 155 cc. Okay. And then we were in the middle of the shop. We see these big motorcycles, big as like 1,000 yen. Right? How would you guys react if you seen such a miracle in the shop? How would you? I like this face. It's like the face of the confident. Oh, that's about it. I don't give a shit. Here's my Honda Airblade and my great friend who is not here. Let's go on a mountain trip. Okay, that's amazing. That's the confidence. That's the spirit. I always say that. But I mean, my emotion. Okay, me and my boyfriend's emotion. We still having this, but me and my boyfriend's emotion. We're like, we were 2 kids in a candy shop. And we just approached the repair guys. We were like, sorry, can we do the? We even lost all of our English words, which we didn't have very much. And we were like, sorry, can we? And by this, we meant that we would just hop on the bike, okay, like this, around this. I'm very, very careful. Yeah. So we would hop on the bike, okay. We would put it on neutral, and we will just push the turtle and be happy for the rest of our day, okay? Because it was a beautiful day. And the bike itself was on some sort of protection building, so paddle stand. You know, they put on a paddle stand to pick something or shit and so on and so forth. And I just asked him, and then the repair guy looks at me and like with zero hesitation, he goes, yeah. And then she's approaching the bike, and removing the paddle stand. And I'm like, why would do this? I'm just okay, whatever. I'm hopping on the bike. I turn the key, and the sound out there is already like American Vietnamese war started again. Like missile. I was feeling it. I was having this thought. It was crazy. But the crazy part started when these three repair guys started to remove the bicycles which were in front of me to clean the road. Just for the record, I didn't pay the money for a motorcycle before that, so I have no idea what kind of philanthropy was in their heads. I mean, if I just paid and they were like, yeah, sure, I mean, okay, whatever, 60 million on the pocket, like, whatever. Yeah, but they started to remove the bicycles right in front of me to clear the road, okay? And then I'm sitting on this and I'm terrified and all that. And these repair guys, three of them, they are starting to push me from the back. Being like, Sally, okay, let's go. And I'm like, I started driving a manual motorcycle in China 40 days ago. Before that, I couldn't even move onto the cross. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't even start. And the bike was stalled all the time. 40 days ago, I just started driving manual. So putting me on Kawasaki 1000cc was like putting me on a fucking plane. Even if that was via jet, it was too fucking dangerous, okay? So, and I'm like sitting there and I'm super terrified. And I'm thinking, you're probably listening to me and you're like, well, wait, go. You were so terrified. Why didn't you just say no? Why couldn't you stop it? But I was like, no. My sisters 100 years ago were fighting for us and our female rights. I have to prove them to them. We can still do it. I can't let them down, okay? So I'm starting to turn, okay? And I'm looking at the mirror, and that's a true fucking story. I'm looking at the mirror, and the three repair guys in this shop who were doing something, they dropped whatever they were doing and went to check on me with their fucking screwdrivers and shit because I was moving away. And we were like, we have a fucking thing to watch. And then my boyfriend also told me, when I came back, my boyfriend also told me that an old Vietnamese man approached him and he bumped him with his elbow like this. And he started smiling and laughing. He was like, hey, what a nice girlfriend you had. Because this bike cost fucking my life savings, my life, my death, all of it all together. So I got back, my boyfriend was like, this was the dumbest thing to do ever, what were you thinking? And once I hopped off the bike, he turned it to a 7-fucking-year-old kid being like, oh, sorry, can I do this? So, yeah, he's going to the bike, yeah, whatever, and then he comes back in like 3-something minutes, and his eyes are terrified. And he's approaching me, he was like, Nasia, I reached 50 kilometers per hour, okay? And it was still the first gear. I was like, I don't fucking know what's gonna happen when you switch to the second. I was like, well, apparently we just are in I was doing quarter round back, but I was gonna die somewhere in the middle. I don't know. This is how it was like 1,500 feels to me. And it's a weird experience. Have you guys ever tried like 1,000 something strong or something? No? After my story, do you feel like you want to try? Like, you don't want to...
Not in Vietnam. No, you don't need it for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but I mean, I sometimes feel like, oh yeah, this was probably the first time when I actually worried about my death rather than mine, because the death would be very painful. Yeah, and like, I don't think there would be any way for 2 generations or more to repay the damage. These bike costs more than this water makes. Yeah, I don't know, yeah, it's really weird. Okay, so that's pretty much it so far. If nobody has the stories to share, this was supposed to be an open mic, and actually, the reason why I managed to even stay here and say some bullshit that I wrote here is because you guys could join, and you were even staying, you were not throwing anything at me. I appreciate it a lot for you guys joining, for you guys sitting here, not for you probably paying me after. Okay, whatever. So, yeah, guys, thank you very much for coming. See you. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye. You can also perform with jokes, by the way.
I want the water.
Where'd you guys come here? Did you stop before on the way?
Yeah, I'll do drugs. I'll do drugs.
Yeah, I spent a lot of
I get qualified.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where I want to find that. What time do we sign up right here? Start setting up during like right after Thanksgiving in America, it's like everything shuts down. I would go for those things for 6 weeks. So I closed out the year. And I had to work in the mornings and I was working many years, yes. So I haven't been back for 10 years. I heard that these guys like beach there. It's supposed to be
Yeah, well, the run's a lot smaller than LA.
I've never been to LA because I was always in
I did really like runs too.
If you're not a diver, there's nothing.
I would tell my hookers.
Yeah, they would.
Everybody here, the hookers.
Yeah, the wrecks there. The wrecks and shit. They're great. Yeah, they all have their own personalities.
But you do that every day.
Yeah, I do 4 dives a day.
We should make sure.
So yeah, it's like 24 when I started doing it. But yeah, I've never. Maybe with lawyers. But yeah, so yeah, like I heard it changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
I was just there like a month ago. Working on a project at Single Island.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on it.
What, the hotel?
Yeah, I know it's over. Is it just the one or the other one? Well, I have 3 projects in St. Louis. One's a beachfront bar. And then it's away from JJ's. And then there's one that's up in the mountains, farm for families. On the ocean before farm behind. So we kind of do more community retreat type of work. Privately owned, which is a farm in it. Yeah, but I'm actually looking for like retirees to buy the property. So it's like, look, you know, I'm selling my even though, you know, I'm also trying to get out. And as I age, I start working right here. Yeah, it's this. Everyone's working it's like, everyone kind of has that thing to fuck up. And there's people that do 30 like this one, 2-bedroom homes and they rent out Airbnbs, you know, or have a big site there, farm at the table kind of thing. That's what I was doing now. So I ran to California and there's been something similar. It took 3 years.
You're getting out of the US.
It took 2 years. It's collapsing. I studied Japanese Pacific. It's worse. It's just not going to work out. The economy's you'll see that shit. Money's control it. They're going to switch over to digital currencies. The ecological disaster that everybody did, creating the whole thing is that I think one the amount of cameras they put on every fucking street corner. You know, that road they've got everywhere. And now finding mistakes on the environment. So everyone's just full team on this new digital currency that ties into all the systems that are running wars. They're operating this one. We already run that system of money and civil. So it's like all the shit you know so far out there.
I've also learned to get into my space for phrases to
oh my god. And it's like, you know, and everyone's like, Disney is really cool. It's so bad. Dude, I have a pretty small, I like dude, you have but it's like, doing slaps and ups. A few years ago, all the money electronic. So it's got like every dollar that gets there, it's not like it's spent attached to a full bar. So it's like you have a dollar for any transaction inside of every time you change the money spent. Turn it off. Necessary. Turn it off.
What's the new
No, they take a stick.
Well, that's what you're doing. Well, like, what is the
right now they're like cutting in all the natural, like environmental forests that we've set aside for ourselves. Sell them all. Sell them all. Sell them ready for tomorrow. So if you spoke out against that, you did the wrong thing. Yeah, they have the guys that ice fucking arresting people off the street, shooting people. You know, for that's fucking real. That is real. That's fucking real. So
I've seen that. But are they taking people's money?
they have
My wife. That's how it works.
because the shit that they're doing is like, I'm afraid if I said anything critical of a certain country, not the United States, I'm gonna get fucked with it. Like, they get illegal now.
And I used to say,
No, I just said it.
Yeah, but
I just said it this way.
No, you don't. That's what I'm trying to say.
Every time I try to do it, I rip the whole So
They arrest people at City Hall, the local mayor's thing, right? They're approving
one thing
a big fucking data center for their phone. Taking turn on the farm and playing this thing that pollutes all the water. And they're people that have it, they're electricity shut off their water, they take it down. They're actually more. Yeah, they are there in one and so they support that they shouldn't approve it. They're getting arrested. They're taking out clothes. That's fucking weird. It's not. That's not properly. Yeah, absolutely.
no,
It's a big fucking thing. Yeah.
also,
So I mean, look, there's you don't have. Your freedom of speech is not defined. That's what I'm worried about. You know, your thing is too low. You have money. That's your freedom. The reason that you don't recognize the word is because they have a second amendment. First is freedom of speech. Second amendment is freedom of march. The reason that they're going is the control grid that they are. It's because they have to really have complete domination. Otherwise,
but no.
yes, because people
I want to sometimes think for me, the truck drivers are gonna be
force
I want to say, I don't
into you know a Soviet Union style objective. We're always trying to feel we're following the Chinese. But the Chinese are much more. Which is a fucked up thing to say. It's just fucked up thing to say. I say they're responsible. We're constantly negative. And he goes, that's a very bold statement.
But like, China,
both sides can say things. You have two choices. They're both
right?
They're like the same. They're promoted by the same person. They all vote the same way. They give you the illusion of like that there's a. It's always like, oh, it's just this. It's just this much difference. It was close.
Yeah.
It's like, think about that. You always lose your soccer match by 1 point. 1 point. 1 point. You know, you're like, you're less World Cup, right? You're kind of like, question of shit. Right? So it's like, go, hey, this is great. You know, I don't know it's competition, but you're like, but you wrote a book about how the final was going to go before the final happened. You know, like, right. And how is it so bad? There's no question in here. And everyone's looking at how our prices are going up. War, spending trillions. You know, it is for nothing. It is for absolutely fucking nothing.
It was making it to his accents and made stuff.
Spain, the Empire of Spain, they all fall apart.
He made and so we invited him.
And they spend all their money stop fighting wars, getting rich. Yeah, so like all this shit. You're from the UK, right? Okay, so he's in retreat. You look at like, you still have, when you go to China, you still have Macau, and there's still Hong Kong, which are the Ethiopian wars, right? So that's like where, you know, you see that there's still fragments. That's how far reaching all of that went. Where the empire built wealth to a certain point, wealth built on top of it. And then eventually, someone's got to take the bill. And someone's got to take the bill. I'm sure you're seeing in the UK, you're not looking that great either.
No.
Oh, it's a girl.
But like, see that
Well, it's the people that are running the
it's the sure the Tories are on side.
That's kind of what the US is going like. This system isn't really behind the system that it always run, right? And you're saying UK, and I was all back in the United States, it's arguably less than with American soil. And you're like, you know, UK, if you look at all 50 states, 50 states, shade poorest. The poorest state in that country. They are the 51st. Every state in every state in America. Every state in America has more money than the UK.
We're just setting it up right now.
That's right. Longer with fall. And so, like, you guys are seeing fast. Because the last 5 years, the UK has changed drastically. That's what I'm saying. It's just farther with fall. So, like, you guys, the penny dropped from here. Our penny dropped from the ceiling.
If what?